What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Climb Together podcast. I'm your host, Tony, here with my co-host, Deception. Say hi.
What up?
It's another day, another podcast. This is episode number 75. Um, yeah. We're a little late on the live stream of it, and I'd like to apologize. I know I just did, but sorry, guys. Had some personal things come up, so we're a little bit late, but we do stream this podcast normally, minus today, live at 12 p.m. EST over on Twitch for those of you that are watching later on another platform. So yeah. And then for those of you that are watching live and you have to miss it, or you've missed some other ones that you want to watch, we post this live on YouTube every week. Well, not live on YouTube, but on YouTube right after the podcast every week for you guys to consume at your pleasure. There's like so many hours of podcasts though, so
Yeah, it might take a while if you're just starting.
yeah. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe and turn on that bell. Hugs is right. Thanks for the extra little, something. Because there's a lot of cool things coming. First off, I'd like to do a little Scorpion Syndicate segment. Especially with XDefiant Playtest being this weekend. We'll be playing, okay? We'll be playing that game until our eyeballs pop out of our heads.
Dude, I don't know if I'll be able to stop.
I don't know, dude. I literally, so it comes out like 3 p.m. on Friday, right? Coincidentally.
It comes out at 1 p.m.
Comes out at 1 p.m.?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was 12 East. I thought it was 12 PST it came out.
Oh, it's 10 PST.
It's 10 PST?
So it's 1 p.m.
Okay. Noted. Gotcha. Anyway, coincidentally.
Oh, you're about to start 2 hours late.
I was going to start 2 hours late because I'm an idiot. So I have to work Friday and I have to work Sunday, but it's only for like 5 hours, so I don't have to work at all Saturday. And the thing is coincidentally, Riss is going on a field trip for school to
oh, that's fantastic.
To like look at rocks. To like look at rocks and like erosion and that kind of stuff for geology. So they're gonna be like hours away, which I was really sad about. I still kind of am because I love Riss. You guys know that, and I'm gonna miss them. But
yeah.
This could not have fallen on a more perfect
weekend. This was very good timing for you.
Because now instead of being sad, I could just play video games and it's gonna be all right. Saturday we're doing a 12-hour stream for the Scorpion Syndicate on the Scorpion Syndicate channels. It'll be me hosting it and playing. I'll be streaming on my personal channel Friday, and then around that on Saturday.
Oh wow, so dude, we're doing back-to-backs then.
Oh yeah, I'm streaming all weekend.
Because I'm doing a 12-hour stream on Friday.
Oh shit, okay. So Deception's doing a 12-hour on Friday. I'm doing a 12-hour on Saturday, and then Sunday, who knows? Maybe Wyatt will do a 12-hour. Probably we might unintentionally do 12 hours on Sunday, but I have to work until like 4. I work from 11 to 4, so I might get on and wake up early and then stream and then go to work and then come back. Because by the time I get back, Riss will be back, and I kind of want to spend time with them. So maybe Riss will play, and I can.
Dude, I'm gonna wake up in time for to eat and shower and get ready to roll on Friday. And as soon as that 1 p.m. hits, I'm starting streaming. We're going until 1 a.m.
Well, the thing is like I have Wait, is there a fucking? There's something fucking club related on Saturday that I gotta not go to. Be like, sorry guys, I know I said I'd go to this, but like this is more important to me than going to a admitted night stay. Like, admitted student stay. Like this is a little bit more important for me. Anyway, so I'm very excited about that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys go follow the Scorpion Syndicate channel. For every follower goal that we hit, there's certain challenges laid out. For context, they make me suffer.
Yeah.
In funny ways. Like I'm not getting like death by 1,000 cuts, but for example, when we hit 400 followers on either Twitch or Kick or both, Riss is going to wax my armpits live on stream.
Oh my god.
So if you guys want to see something like that,
yeah, we're gonna get to hear you scream.
Dude, you're gonna see it. You're gonna watch it. You can watch it. I'll put the camera on, big screen. be like watching a movie. Cause I've been like growing out my armpit hair specifically for this. So you're
That'll be
welcome.
funny.
It's very long now. But that's beside the point. Um, so yeah, so if you guys want to like watch that this weekend, go for it. I'm very excited. It's finally like time for this playtest. We've been kind of like anticipating it for the past like
Yeah.
few weeks.
Yeah, we got to talk about that because
Yeah,
that was pretty big. Like
yeah, like it
we
was
didn't
like the
really like going last week right after the podcast. We didn't know nothing, and we didn't
nope.
hear anything last week. We heard nothing,
It was
and
like
then literally Monday,
mm-hmm.
we heard a rumor that it was happening this week, and like all the rumors in the past, we were all kind of like,
Is
I
this
don't
gonna
know, because like it hasn't
happen?
really panned out lately. Like we've heard a lot of dates, and no
Yeah,
dates have really come true. Like
yeah,
we heard something that we didn't really like cover that much because we didn't. I personally didn't think it was going to happen. Uh, that they were going to drop pre-order stuff on April 15th, which was Monday.
yeah.
Um,
It
and
didn't
that didn't
happen.
happen. So when I heard the rumor that we were going to have a playtest this week, I was like, I really hope so, but I'm not holding my breath.
Well,
And then
they were like April
yesterday they
19th.
dropped it.
Well, the thing is like they did like the leak like the day before the announcement, so I feel like that kind of like added the credibility to it, I guess, because usually leaks come out and then nothing gets said by XDefiant for like fucking ever, for five ever. Um, like let me pull up the tweet for you guys, so you guys can see it. So yeah, so the playtest will be happening. Oh, it's 10 a.m. Man, I just read it wrong, man. Whatever. Um, so it's 10 a.m. Tomorrow Friday. So you have one more day to do everything that you need to do that you were gonna do this weekend, but now you're not going to because you're playing this game.
Dude, when I
Ooh,
saw this, I could have probably jumped through my roof.
you could have jumped through your roof,
I'm not
dude.
gonna lie. Like,
I
because
saw
I
this
heard the
during
rumor and I
class.
was like, please. I was like, please. Like I'm not gonna hold my breath, but I'm sitting here just silently hoping. And then they dropped this and I
Yeah,
was like, oh
I
my
found
God.
out during class because I like went on my phone during class because I wasn't supposed to, but I did. Um, so I went on my phone and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, it's time! It's time! Oh man, I like was so excited. I like was trying to like contain myself in front of my and I sat in the front row too, so like my professor could have seen every facial expression I made and been like, she's one of those professors that like call you out and be like, what the fuck are you looking at? And I'll be like, my fiance's boobs. Thank you very much. Because that's what
Oh wow.
it elicits the same reaction, okay? Um, for
It
con
elicits the same reaction.
like it does though. Like this game,
Oh my
like
God.
I am so excited for this game. It's
Dude, and you know what the crazy thing is? Is they even said like when they did the announcement like a month ago. Well not a month ago, it was more like 3 weeks ago. But when they did the announcement in late March, they said, hey, we're gonna be doing a 12-hour playtest for the servers.
ooh, baby.
And they all they said was it was a 12-hour playtest. And then when the rumor came out that this was happening on Friday, and the rumor said that, quote, if the playtest goes well, they will extend it through the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they just straight up, they were just like, no, it's the whole weekend. We're
No, we're
extending
like,
it anyway.
nah, we're just gonna do the whole weekend, whatever, might as well. And I'm so glad they are because I think this is going to be a great opportunity for a lot of people to play the game. People that have jumped on the bandwagon for this game, on like the hype train, I guess, for it, can finally get their hands on it. I know a lot of people that are like in the XDefiant scene that haven't touched the game yet. Like there's a couple people on like the Women of XDefiant server that are going to be playing for the first time. So, and if you guys don't know what the Women of XDefiant server is, it's the company that I co-run with someone else in the scene for a safe space for women to play video games and compete in video games and just it's if you've ever heard of Galorants, it's kind of like that, but for XDefiant.
True.
And so we're gonna be running some wager like kill race kind of things this weekend. Um, so I don't quite have any details on it yet, just because we haven't really planned it out yet. Like I said, I spent last night in the ER, so I had a little bit more important things at hand.
We also have to run our own kill race,
Yeah, we do.
which I hate to say it, but I think you're gonna get smoked.
Yeah. I mean, we all saw how far Light Bingo went. I'm currently editing it right now. Spoiler, I'm editing it for a YouTube video, so if you guys missed it, it'll be up on YouTube at some point or other. It's like 12 hours of footage.
Yeah, 12 hours of footage you probably need to condense in like I would say
10, 15-minute video. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like probably like 15 minutes max would probably be good. Like, you got a lot of footage to condense.
And then you and Wyatt sent me like you guys didn't send me like a download version. And I don't have like permissions on your guys' channels to like download the VOD. So I've been like, well, Rissa and I play Mario at the end of the night because that's what we've been doing. We've been playing, we've almost beat the game in like a week. And we just play it at nighttime before we go to bed. We play like one world at night before we go to bed, or like a world and a half or something. So while we've been doing that, I've been like having like my OBS up and then the fucking replay of the stream up on the other screen and just like recording it.
Well, I can send it to you, but I don't know how to do it. You just said send me the VOD, so I was like, I guess I'll do it this way.
You can actually make me like editor on your. I
thought you were editor. What?
I don't know. I'm not on Wyatt's, so I just kind of assumed that I wasn't on yours either. But I can look. We can look later.
Actually, I think I know a way I can do it. I could maybe download it on Clipper and send it to you. Maybe.
Oh, I think you can download all maybe I can deliver if you're gonna.
Go put but yeah, you put my VOD link in Clipper.
I'll put your VOD link in Clipper and do it. It's not new. I'll see if that works. If that works, I'm gonna be really pissed because I spent fucking 5 ever. I just finished Wyatt's like 2 days ago, and he sent it to me like Friday. Anyway, I'm not salty about it or anything. It's my own doing, really. Like, I could have just not made the video, but whatever. Content, man. It's what we're going for here. But anyway, we might do, like, we're gonna do some kind of challenge or something. Maybe, like, race to max level or something. We'll be doing some sort of content-related things across. It's gonna take a little bit more planning. That's what we're gonna be talking about tonight in our management meeting. For sure. Yeah, I'm just really excited for this game to come out. It's coming.
Dude, I just rewatching this one clip over and over again. It's got me wanting to play it.
I know. I'm just gonna keep playing it. If you guys don't want to watch it, that's fine. Just fucking like listen. It's the beauty of a podcast. You don't have to actually watch what we're doing.
Dude, that's the crazy thing about XDefiant clips though, is they seem to be contagious like that. Because I've shown a couple of my other friends XDefiant clips like mine, and they're just like, you need to stop showing me this. I want to play the game.
Yeah. So everyone's like, the hype is there, dude. Like it has like 1.8 million views, 13K likes. Like this is just for the playtest. Like this isn't even launch of the game. So I mean, I've already preloaded the game, personally speaking. But I'm very, very excited to play this. Like this is kind of like the culmination of a lot of things. It's been a long time coming. For those of you that have been around for a while and kind of been like following the story of me and Deception, it's when we were in denial, Deception and I formed, like he came to me and he was like, hey, like I want to do an XDefiant team. And I'm like, absolutely. I didn't even ask like the co-owners. I'm like, we're picking up an XDefiant team. This game's gonna be the way of trust, and they did. And then like some other things happened and then we left, and it was the first esports team for the Scorpion Syndicate. It was intended to be the only one, but then Pokemon Unite kind of came up into my face and I was just like, this is a good opportunity. And so we have the Pokemon Unite team. I was hoping, the XDefiant team was going to be the first one to compete for us, but the game just kept getting delayed. So it is what it is, but we do have the XDefiant team, and they are not, complete yet. That's because the game hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to find a fourth when you can't play the game.
So, yeah. But
it's okay.
We'll figure it out.
The XDefiant team is your pride and joy, right?
It is my pride and joy. I love all my esports teams. Pokemon Unite team, they are competing like crazy. This week they competed last night. They're competing again Saturday, and Friday, I think Friday night and Saturday night, and like they're like playing like 3 or 4 different leagues right now. So that they've like qualified for through like past stuff. So keep an eye out for them. If you guys don't know Pokemon Unite, it's like League of Legends but with Pokemon. It's like the best way to describe it because that's what it is. So we have them, but I'm really excited to get this XDefiant team rolling. This has kind of been like our work and like our like main thing for months.
I mean, it was like
it's the reason why I launched the Scorpion Syndicate so soon. Was
yeah,
because
I mean, yeah, like technically the XDefiant team is the entire reason why this thing even happened.
Yeah. Not the entire reason, but like why it's the reason why we launched as soon as we did. Because
yeah, we were. I mean, technically, if we'd have launched when we did, and the game should have launched when it was supposed to, it would have been perfect timing.
Yeah, but the game didn't launch when it was supposed to, so we were just kind of sitting with our, hands in our laps and just like, all right, well, fuck. But now, dun da da da, it's.
I mean, I really think that we'll get a definite release date. Like either like after this playtest is over, like right after they're like, oh, it's coming out this day, or like within the next like week or so, we'll probably get like a launch window because like even the rumor said like, oh, if the playtest goes well, then they'll announce a launch window and extend it through the weekend. But they're already extending it through the weekend, so they must be pretty confident in this test.
Yeah, so hopefully everything goes well. Just minor things, that are wrong with the game. Also, Mama Classy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Scorpions. We've been waiting for you. But hopefully everything goes well and we can get a definite release date because then things get really moving because I've got 2 businesses invested into this, as you guys have known. Like this is something that we've been talking about on the podcast because I like to kind of be transparent with you guys and keep you guys clued in on like the business side of things when it comes to gaming. It's kind of like part of this podcast, the climbing together aspect of it. So but like with 2 businesses invested into this, like I have put a lot of time and a lot of effort, and now things are finally going to start coming to fruition. You're going to see a lot of things out of the Women of XDefiant server. Harry and I have a lot of plans when it's related to that. And then I'm also part of there's another XDefiant competitive server that's connected with a Women of XDefiant that I'm kind of like part of. I'm active in there, and then people know me because I'm famous or whatever. So
I'm famous or whatever.
The Women of XDefiant Twitter though, followed by Mark Rubin.
Oh yeah, and he's been liking their tweets.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep. So yeah, you gotta download it, guys. Like it's gonna be it. I mean, listen, guys, and a lot of people haven't played the game, but let me tell you, if you love Call of Duty, you're gonna love this game. And it let me rephrase that. If you used to love Call of Duty,
if you love the golden era of Call of Duty.
And I know like they really try not to like compare themselves to Call of Duty, but like it is a similar game. It's an FPS. It's
it's made by COD devs.
Yeah, so
it's led by COD devs and players. Like
so they're very similar on they're a little different. They're a little bit more like BO4, I guess. Kind of Call of Duty would be the best like comparison, I think, in my opinion. Based off of the 6 hours that I've played the game. Deception and why have played the game more than probably anyone else other than the people that actually work for Ubisoft.
I genuinely think the devs are the only people that have more playtime than us.
So we're going in this with a lot of, it's like OG times a con that I shall try. I know about being a small team that branched away from COD. Yeah, so yeah, it is going to be a lot like COD. It's got a lot of the similar mechanics. Some things are different. There's no skill-based matchmaking past like entry-level players.
And that's only in a playlist. You don't even have to play the playlist if you don't want.
Yeah, so there's like a playlist for like entry-level that you can only play up to a certain level. Like certain like gaming level or whatever. And then it like locks and you can't play it anymore. So it's just for the new people to learn the game. And then
they get thrown into the pack of wolves for me to smoke them every game.
And then you go download shit. Yeah. Here, let me let me put this tweet in the chats for you guys. It has like the link to like download it and stuff. Chat. Okay.
Yeah, go download it.
Yeah.
If you're on PC, go to Ubisoft Connect. If you're on console, just search up XDefiant and you'll probably find it.
Yeah. Aw, you this time and you didn't find. There's heaps of complicated. What? Shut up, Eve. Shut up. Shut up. I'm still mad at you. Fucking putting weird shit in my chat. I may come. Jesus Christ, Eve. But what was I saying? But yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot this weekend. We're gonna be, I mean, personally, when I'm streaming on the ToNaGeScorp channel on Saturday, I'm going to be running with the squad, obviously, but you know, filling in with viewers as possible. So if you guys want to play, I want to run full squads all weekend. All right.
Oh yeah, everybody's talking about everybody that wants to play is coming to me and being like, "Oh, have you got people you're gonna play with? You got a squad?" And I'm like, "I will play with whoever wants to play."
Yeah.
I want everybody on this XDefiant train. I will hop in the game with anybody.
Yep. I'm going to be like playing with anyone that wants to play, and we'll be streaming it all weekend. So you know,
plus you get rewards for hopping in games with people and partying up. There's 3 rewards you can get this weekend.
Ooh, I didn't know that. It's probably because they're testing the netcode and stuff like that, the new one that they've got.
Oh yeah, they
last time.
So if you play a game, if you play a match, you get a Shamrock MP5 skin.
Ooh.
If you play a match in a party, you get an Ember M9 pistol skin. And if you reach level 18 in this session, you will unlock 3 weapon boosters that will be available at launch.
Oh shit. I want some weapon boosters. I want some stuff. Well, looks like I'm playing. So
yeah, you gonna come and get it then.
Yep, I am. But yeah, so I mean, if you guys are available this weekend, I definitely recommend playing. The more people that play the game, the better feedback they get.
Yeah, this is literally like this is not even like a test the netcode, test the party system. This is literally just they fixed all that stuff and they just want us to run the servers to the ground. So as many people that can possibly play need to be playing.
Yeah, so they can fix as many things as possible because one of the main problems that they had was like the netcode and like the server issues with the playtest they did in like September. So they've been working the past like 6 months to like fix that. 7 months now, 8 months maybe. I don't even know. Math is
been about 7.
Yeah, math is not my thing. Gaming is my thing. So they have been working on that for the past 6 months. So the more people that play this, the better they can test the servers and test, you know, all these different things. So
yeah, they want literally like Mark's tweet. He literally said, "Come help us melt the servers."
Yep.
Like he wants we need as many people in this game as possible so they can get the servers ready for launch. So when this game launches, it's smooth like butter.
And it's not like fucking Call of Duty when. Yeah, they want us to run the servers. They want us to like break their server so they can fix it.
Yeah, they want us to like absolutely destroy these servers so they know how much of a load it'll take.
Yeah. So I mean, who's playing this weekend will probably. It probably won't even be like an accurate number to what's gonna be able to like be at launch because I feel like this has been a game that like a lot of people have been waiting for, and if they release it at like the right time, you know, a bunch of
I don't know, it might exceed expectations.
Yeah, I mean,
you look at the open beta when they had the open beta for everybody that was for the same amount of time as this test. Mark said they expected 600,000 players, but they actually got 2.5 million.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's something to take note of. I mean, and with the game coming out this kind of late in the year, the Call of Duty League is already like half over. And it's kind of like, I mean, there's some revitalizations that they've gone through recently, which is something else we kind of want to talk about today. But actually, let me pull that up while we're talking about this so I have it. But you know, it's gonna be like off season soon for them, you know, by the time that like season 1, season 2 hits. So a lot of these players will be like, all right, we're waiting for the next COD. Let me, you know, just play some XDefiant. It's a new game, new
Dude,
grind.
oh,
I'm so excited to play this game. Like I really am, and I'm really excited for you guys to compete in it and just like everything that's around
I'm
this
so
game.
ready.
I'm ready for you guys to find a fourth,
I'm so
like
ready to just grind, bro.
cause I'm gonna let you guys in on a little something. So tonight, so I'm letting you know this because I'm feeling pretty confident going into this. So tonight I'm doing a presentation in front of a board of people for a like award, I guess, for small businesses, for students. So, um, fair enough, Subsy. Fair enough. But anyway, so tonight I have a presentation for some funding possibly. So I'm very excited about that. I've got my outfit like picked out. Like I picked out my outfit like I'm a little kid on like the first day of school or some shit.
Oh my god.
But like I'm pretty confident in my abilities as like a business owner and in gaming in general. Like as you guys know, like this has been my life for the past like 5 years. So I know it. I know it like the back of my hand. Actually, I probably know it better than the back of my hand. In all
That is
fairness.
true. You probably
So
do.
I probably do. Like I know it better than most of the Call of Duty maps. So from like BO4 because I played like so many hours of that game. But so yeah, I have that tonight. So hopefully that'll give some promising things. So when XDefiant drops, we can just hit the ground running with a bunch of different things. And we've got a lot of things coming, a lot of things planned in that aspect, and especially with like the Women of XDefiant server, I'm really excited for as well. Because I've always kind of wanted to be part of like empowering women in the scene and
Yeah.
and people that are not cis men. So I'm very excited to be able to do that and to have such a platform to be able to um, give people like myself, like my younger self when I was competing in Call of Duty, like I was having a lot of struggles. Like when I was competing in Call of Duty and Valorant, I was having a lot of struggles, like being on a team where I was respected, and I'm glad I can finally um, maybe I can finally give people that space for this game, and that's kind of like my goal, um, because the gaming world is toxic towards women and people that are not like people that are transgender, non-binary. Like they have a there's a vendetta against us, and it's part of why I founded the Scorpion Syndicate too, is to create a safe space for that as well.
Mm.
So yeah, so I'm very excited about it, and I think it's gonna be a good couple months. It's gonna be a good couple months.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a good weekend.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good
Oh my
weekend,
lord.
and the next couple months that follow are gonna be good too. But yeah, COD does need to kick up the backside, um, and that's kind of like why they did a lot of changes in this game, because of the pressures from XDefiant, because everyone was saying it's the COD killer. Um,
Oh, dude,
so
if like
it was like
if
trending.
if XDefiant would have released when MW2 was out, I think like I think MW2 might have died. Like it was so like far away from what MW2 was and so much better that like I think MW2 might have just like they might have just like canceled the season. They would have been like it's over. Like we
It's just
just we,
throwing the
we need to
towel.
put out a new game.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that's definitely a possibility still. I don't think we should give up hope yet on that. But
I do think it'll be a very good game. I
but
think as long as they launch it well and they like it kicks off great and they have a good preseason and they have good seasonal content, like I think that this game will be a pretty good COD competitor.
mm-hmm. And the thing is like I don't want COD to die, but every game runs its course.
You want competition is what
Yeah.
it is. Like I want this game to compete with COD, not to kill COD, but to make COD better. So like
Mm-hmm.
they have to produce a better game if
And if they
Defiant is
don't,
really good.
then we know like how much they do / don't care. So, um, that kind of stuff. Because every game runs its course. Like not every game's gonna be around forever. Some games, they have dips and they have peaks, and it's not always hunky dory. But Hopefully, XDefiant can help Call of Duty out, but also be
Oh
its own
Lord.
but also be its own separate kind of game that people play and enjoy. Speaking of Call of Duty, though, so this was yesterday that this happened.
Speaking
Finally,
of Call of Duty, we just had a CDL Intel bomb.
yeah. So
We had a CDL Intel bomb right now.
right now,
Yeah, Purge just got dropped from Vegas.
shit.
Oh no! Finally, I mean, what?
Yeah, literally, the man's has been very inconsistent. Like,
Yeah, CDL Intel literally just dropped it. I just saw it. It
yeah,
just popped up.
yep. Purge has been
There,
released in
there it
Las
is.
Vegas. Yeah, I mean, the man's has been very inconsistent. So,
The thing about Purge
sense.
is like they need somebody who's more consistent than him. Like Purge is a good player. Like when he plays well, they win. Like every map. Like he is when he plays well and he's on point, they're so good. But like when he plays bad, they're horrible.
Yeah, that's very. Your team can't be consistent on like you can't rely on one inconsistent player. It's not
I mean,
plausible.
he was undoubtedly their X factor, but like he was a bad X factor. Like
Yeah.
when he wasn't playing well, they could not get it together.
Nope. Which is sad. I mean, like, it was good to see the Las Vegas Legion finally being Las Vegas Legion finally being like a competitor in the scene. Like they were, last season they were like nothing. Like they literally like were bottom of the barrel for so long. It's good to see them finally actually having some like competitiveness in them. They were losing every game for a while, and so I'm glad that now they're getting somewhere. But more importantly, I really do want to talk about this. The future of Call of Duty League. Like, from the GM.
This was huge.
This is from the GM of the Call of Duty Esports.
This is massive news.
So pretty much, I'm not gonna read the entire thing. If you want to read the entire thing, it's on their website. Just type in Call of Duty League, and it'll be like on the page. It's pretty big. It's like on their Twitter. It's like the first thing on their Twitter. So pretty much, all the outstanding entry fees will be eliminated for all the teams. And all the ones that have been previously collected will be returned in full. So it'll be a lot cheaper to participate in the CDL, which is good for a lot of different companies because like this buy-in is something that's been kind of like turning people away.
Yeah,
because it was so much.
I mean, I have heard of at least 4 or 5 different teams that have wanted to participate in the CDL really badly, but they're like, it costs so much for you to get in, and like it's like what for? It's like it costs so much for you to get in it, but all these teams are operating at a loss. It's like what?
So yeah. So and then they also teams will earn increased revenue tied to the sale of their in-game merchandise, aka the team bundles, and now the champs bundle as well. So all these bundles in games, which is I think this is a good thing. This is a well-needed change.
I mean, that's basically that was a big part of the Hicks and Scump lawsuit.
Yeah.
Was for teams to get better revenue share.
I have some on that after we get through this.
Oh Lord.
So and then they also will be increasing existing event subsidy amounts for teams organizing live person's events. So they'll be helping more with these teams.
Yeah, so now it incentivizes teams to actually host LAN events, unlike Carolina.
Yeah. Now there's gonna be a no audience fucking final.
I really hope they change that. I really hope that some team steps up before that event happens, and they're just like, "Oh, we'll host it."
Well, the thing is, I think Optic's gonna host champs, so I don't know if they're gonna step up to host a major. It would be nice to have like Atlanta FaZe host a major or something, because then it'd be like on the East Coast still. So all those people that were planning to go to Carolina can just go the couple hours to Atlanta, but who knows? And then a 2-year minimum guarantee of revenue, which is really good because that means
that's really good. Yeah,
it's one thing like Deception said, like most of these teams operate on like if not all of these teams operate on a loss for the Call of Duty League. So
these teams have paid 25+ million to get in the league, and the whole time they've been working to get that 25 million back. And a lot of them have even shut down. Like LAG almost shut completely down during MW2 because they just could not keep money in.
Nope.
Um, and it's like it's just really good that they're doing this because like it's even they're paying them a little extra. Like
Yep.
there was a document, I don't know if it got leaked or if they just posted it for transparency, but um apparently like this is going for every team, but I heard specifically Toronto Ultra got like I think they got paid back like 23 million, and but they also got paid back like an extra 2 million just as like a bonus.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, so apparently like the CDL has been paying every team back and giving them a little bit of a bonus.
You know, as they should. As they should. You know, maybe that was the reason they cut down the team so much. You know, remember when they like laid off a bunch of people a couple months ago? And or it was like a month or two ago. It was like right after the first major or something. And they laid off a bunch of people, and maybe this is why. Maybe to, get the final push of funds to be able to make something like this happen. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Obviously, I don't know these things for fact, but this is just based off of my like knowledge as a business student. Because one thing I'm actually learning about right now is I'm taking this managerial accounting class. And pretty much the main thing that we talk about is how to like optimize costs and optimize revenue and optimize income. And so to me,
that's something you got to think about. You can't just be throwing money around.
Exactly. So I'm guessing they kind of wanted to do this with like I'm thinking like the lawsuit, with Hex and Scump, definitely played a factor into this.
Yeah,
maybe even helped
I saw this. Like when Wyatt brought it up when I sent this, and he was like, did Xbox save COD or was it the Hex and Scump lawsuit? And I was like, I think it might be both.
Yeah.
I mean, the Hex and Scump lawsuit played a massive role in the CDL side, though. I mean, I definitely think Xbox would have stepped in, and they might already be stepping in. But the Hex and Scump lawsuit was a big catalyst to this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this fully happens the way it happened without the Hex and Scump lawsuit.
So I feel like they definitely played a huge role in this. And so this has been doing this for the better part of a year. The thing about the lawsuit is we don't really know how long that's been occurring.
I mean, by this whole statement and what this whole agreement thing has been on, I assume they settled. I assume that like obviously the CDL settled with all these teams because they're giving them money back, but I assume they also probably went to Hex and Scump and they were like, hey, we'll do this agreement and y'all also get a bunch of money.
Yeah. And like so here's the thing, and like with business and like these kind of like lawsuit type deals, is these things don't have to be settled in court. They can be settled, personally. They can be settled by a mediator. They can be settled pretty much any way, really, to where as long as both parties come to an agreement. And if those both parties can't come to an agreement on their own, that's when you bring it to court for a judge to make the decision for you. Yeah. But it looks like they came to agreement, and these were probably the terms. And I feel like they're really good terms. I feel like this is going to be really good for the Call of Duty League, and it'll allow them to expand to more teams, which is something everyone's really been wanting. More teams, more
I mean, I really, really hope that for Treyarch's game, we get an expansion to at least 16 teams. Like, I really hope this happens and 4 more teams are like, hey, let's get in this thing.
Hell, if it weren't
because that's the thing too, is like, I wonder how much it'll cost for new teams to come in. Like, will it be? I just wonder if it'll be like, will it be drastically down? Like, will it be free for them to come in, assuming they make revenue? Like, what's gonna happen with that?
I have no idea, but I can think of a few teams that play in challengers right now that would love to,
Oh
secure a
yeah.
spot for
Oh yeah,
for
there's
for the
there's some
CDL.
challengers teams. There's some outside teams like that have expressed interest. Like I know, the one that I know of is back in I think Cold War. It was like I think it was Cold War or Vanguard. The somebody talked to the owners of Rise Nation, and they were talking about because obviously Rise was like a really good team back in like BO3. Like they won a couple events in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like they were a top team. And then they didn't get in the league. Um, and somebody interviewed them, and the guys at Rise Nation were like, "Yeah, like we would love to be in the league.
Yeah.
It just costs so much, and we don't know if we're willing to put up the money to be in a league, or we don't really know what's going to happen." Basically, is what they said.
Yep. There's like Team Ricochet, Katana Gaming. Like there's all these really uh like Team War. Like I feel like they could do well in the league. I feel like that would help them. Like there's a bunch of different like really good teams that could make that are already in Call of Duty that would um you know be able to make it in that caliber out of challengers, personally speaking.
Well,
Um
yeah, that's the thing too. Is that's 16 more slots
yep.
for plenty of good players to come
Yep.
in. I can easily think of like 16 challengers players that would be good.
Yeah, and then
Like,
honestly, I think it'll like increase the grind too, and like in the league too, because there's more competition. Like you've got to really prove yourself. There's so many more teams that you have to play. I mean, the CDL is gonna have to like do like more matches in a day
I
because
mean, the thing about that point too is like if we get to 16 teams, then that means every team can start in winners
yep,
because we'll have an even winners bracket.
sure.
So it would be awesome because we'd have way more matches. Everybody would be able to start in winners on land.
Mm-hmm.
It would be great.
So who knows? The possibilities are endless with this, and that's a good thing for the Call of Duty League. A really, really good thing for the Call of Duty League. So I'm excited. Sorry, I'm like eating a
I
snack
am.
real quick because
I'm
I'm
very
starving.
excited. Oh, I'm hungry too. I can't wait to get food after this podcast. Uh, but like that's the thing is like I think I think directly and indirectly, like a lot of this stuff about XDefiant's starting to kind of like creep into Call of Duty. Um, and especially like if XDefiant has like a big league they announce
Mm-hmm.
and they do it right, COD League will be like they'll be on their heels. They'll be like, we got to do this.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think XDefiant will do esports pretty well. Hopefully, we can get our hands in it since we've been here for so early,
Yeah, I'm just intrigued to see what even happens because it's like we don't really even know.
and
Like
yeah, and then
we don't know
market.
what the format's going to be. Like, is it going to be 4v4? Is it going to be 5v5? I've
Yeah,
I've heard people be pretty split on that. I've heard people be like, "Oh, we should do 5v5 because escort would be more fun." But it's like some people are like, "What if we do 4v4?" Like, I don't know.
I
Like,
feel like
I think
both.
there will be a lot of testing on that stuff. Like, I don't think the whole competitive system for X Defiant is exactly cut and dry right now. They did test ranked in 4v4, but that doesn't mean that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, but I think either way, it's gonna work out. Personally speaking, um, I hope with like I hope the Scorpion Syndicate makes our mark here in this game. That's kind of why we decided to go with the X Defiant, is because it's a new game. The playing field is leveled. No teams are really like completely formed, and if they are, they're all kind of just they're not really like formed more than just like, hey, you want to play competitively for X Fight? Me too. Let's play together once during the beta and see how it goes. Like there really hasn't been any like scrimming or any competitions to actually test these things. So all these teams are definitely gonna probably change a little bit once we can actually start competing with them, even ours. Like we don't have a fourth right now, so
Yeah.
but you know what? I trust Deception to make the right choice when it comes to that team. I know he wants them to succeed as much as I do. And I like one thing I've kind of always admired about like Hector is the way that he goes about his teams. He doesn't step in unless they can't make a decision on their own, and that's kind of like the same thing that I want to do here is like I want the teams to make the decisions on their own, but if I need to, I will step in to encourage either direction or be like, hey, what the fuck's going on? What do we need to change? Fill me in. I don't. I know the players know their team better than anything else. I don't know shit. I don't play with them. So, and yeah. So I'm very excited for everything that's coming up with XDefiant. I think it's gonna be a good couple months. It's gonna be a really great summer. I'm very excited.
I think it's gonna be fun because it's like not only will it be great on the competitive side for the team, like we can get some XDefiant content creators maybe.
Yeah.
We can really be flowing with XDefiant content.
So I mean, like personally speaking, I don't want to get a summer job. So if you guys want to, boost the shit out of my shit, like XDefiant, if you want to hit me up and
help your girl out.
Help your girl out. Help your girl out.
I don't know, man. If you stream enough, you could get partnered with Ubisoft.
I know.
It's possible.
I'm trying.
I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna go for that when XDefiant comes out.
All right. Yeah, I don't want a job. I really don't. I don't want to do the fucking. I want to do gaming. Like I have my company, I have my stream, and my YouTube, and I kind of just want to do that. But I mean, obviously, that's not how things work sometimes. But like I already have like a job lined up for when I move into my apartment. Mainly because like rent.
Yeah.
But I don't
gotta pay the bills,
and I don't have a job. Like I don't have a car. Like I can't like drive myself somewhere, so like it'll make things very restricting. So
guess you're just gonna have to grind it out.
I guess so. I don't know. That's what I'm doing this weekend.
I don't know. You work hard enough to be able to make this work.
I think I do too. I think I just need to like work smarter in a couple of different areas. Like work just
smarter, not harder.
I need to work just as hard, just like a little bit smarter. But like with tonight, like Deception, you know how much money is on the line here tonight. So I've been like, this is why I haven't streamed this week at all, is because I've been working on this presentation. It's like an 8-minute presentation, and I am talking to people that don't know shit about gaming. To my knowledge, like I like most of the professors at the school, they know like that it exists, that it's a thing, but they don't really know anything about it. So I have to like explain to them all these different revenue streams and all these different things, all these different expenses. What's the good thing about it? What differentiates Scorpion Syndicate from all the other thousands of fucking gaming orgs out there?
Yeah. And, oh my god, there's so many.
Oh my god. But I have. What happened? Yo, Hugs, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, so like, if tonight goes well, things will look up for me personally. But
oh yeah,
I will find out like right after. Like I'll present. Everyone will finish presenting. They deliberate for like 20 minutes, and then they present. Who won?
Yeah, you're gonna kill that presentation. I promise.
Dude, I really hope so. Like I have.
You are so prepared. Dude, I guarantee you are way more prepared than anybody else is about to do this.
One of the guys that I work with at my job, he's also doing this, and he started making his presentation last night. I thought I did this before. Now I get why I wasn't getting notifications for you. Thanks, Hugs. I really appreciate it, and it's okay. But like he started it and finished it last night. I was just like, bruh.
He started and finished it all.
Yeah, but the thing is, cooked. He's known about it like all semester. Like I found out this 2 weeks ago, and like I already had all the numbers and stuff like that. I just had to put them all like together.
I don't know. I just feel like it would take way more than one night to put together a really good one.
Yeah, so like he's obviously not gonna win. He doesn't want to win, but like.
Yeah, he's probably just doing it to do it. He's probably like, it's whatever.
Yeah, he's doing it for his class that he's taking.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like a lot of them probably are doing it for the class, and you're like you have extra motives. Like you're coming prepared.
I'm wearing a fucking tie. Like I
You
am
are
looking
coming strapped with
spiffy.
that presentation knowledge. Like you're ready.
Like the presentation that I've got is pretty good. So gotta support my girl. Thanks, hugs. Appreciate you. Yeah, but like so this presentation, it's a beefy one. And so I'm really hoping I'll kind of like clue you guys in next week how this goes and like because you know like the climb together aspect of it or whatever.
Dude,
But
if it goes how it did for me with you, like a beefy presentation will be great because
yeah.
one time I had a public speaking class, and thank goodness it was during COVID, so we could do videos instead of having to go to class. But
Yeah.
he gave us like a really flexible speech topic to do, and he was like, it has to be at least 8 minutes, but it can be longer than if you want. I made a speech that was like 20 minutes, and he said it was genuinely one of the best speeches he's ever heard. So
Nice.
it'll probably pay off for you like it did for me if I had to guess.
And you know what? You know, I think getting this all down, I feel like if I even if I don't, so I'm gonna just be a Debbie Downer here for a second, but even if I don't win tonight, this getting this presentation together, is something that I need for other like investment opportunities.
Yeah, it just builds your experience. It just
Yeah.
like if you do win, it's like look at what you did right. But
Yeah.
it's like if you don't win, it's like just capitalize on what you did wrong next time.
So like I have like charts, I have like expenses, startup costs, profit loss for the year, projection for the next 3 years, you know, the team, which is me, you, Riss. Meet our team. It's literally Riss.
Meet our team.
Meet our team. And then like, oh shit. I didn't want to do that. Delete. And then I have like the revenue streams, the channels, the market, our competition. Like I kind of like one thing that I want to talk about. I think right now, and this is kind of like what I'm trying to say that's like setting us apart from all these other gaming organizations is that it is a heavily saturated field. As far as like gaming organizations go, but most organizations don't ever really see more than like 1,000 genuine followers. A lot of organizations like Followbot and stuff like that, or do like giveaways on other sites to try to like drive traffic. But they don't have a lot of like more. They don't see more than 1,000 genuine followers, and they like plateau and dissolve after like a few years of being around. I've seen it, multiple times in different. I've been in organizations like that. That kind of just don't it's not that they don't have what it takes, it's just they don't know what they gotta do to get there. And then I have to like tell how we differentiate, and like one of the things that really sets us apart that I think will probably be very liked by the judges is our diversity aspect. I mean, for those of you guys that don't know, I'm a woman. And we have a lot of female presenting people in the organization. There's Riss, there's Erica. Then we only have like 3 white guys. One's Deception, the other one's Wyatt, and the other one's Grinchy. And then we have an entire Latino, Latin American based Pokemon Unite team. So like
that's crazy, bro.
Like we are like practicing what we preach in the diversity aspect, and that's something that I've been trying to do. Like I'm not gonna tell people they can't join because they're not diverse enough. Like I've got Caleb here who's like freaking country accent white man, like
like I'm like the last person you'd expect to be in this org.
Yeah, but like you're also like not like typical. Like you've got some other things going on that make you not like the typical white man. But that's just because I know you.
That's true. We have known each other 3 years now.
Yeah. So, but like, and then like, I think like the whitest white guy that we have is like Grinchy. And like Wyatt. Wyatt's just Wyatt. I don't even know, man. I don't even know, man.
We don't know what to do with Wyatt. We just let him go rogue.
Yeah. We just let him do what he needs to do. To a certain extent. But you know, like I'm practicing what I preach, and I feel like they'll like that. I think, hopefully. So I'm very excited for this tonight. I've been preparing for it for a whole week, well, 2 weeks. Like I finished my business plan, and like my professor was like, "Oh, so like in 2 weeks from now, there is a competition on campus for some funding. Do you want to like enter into it?" And I was like, "Absolutely, absolutely."
Yeah, Tone's
And
like signing me up.
sign me up. And so she sent me the email of the guy that I needed to contact. Contacted him. He said, "Okay, filled this out." And then I was like, "Okay." And then I had to wait until a week ago to figure out if I even got into the competition or not. I did. And then he's the next day he sent out like a presentation like template, I guess, of all the things that they wanted me to cover. So I did that this past weekend, and I finished it on Monday, and then I scripted it on Monday, and then I practiced it all day yesterday, and I'm going to do the practice after this podcast because it's, you
Uh,
know, it's going to be very important to the organization. I had my professor ask me some
Heck,
questions, and
could be a big step.
yeah, sounds like you're fully prepared. I sure hope so. I'm doing my best, and you know, even if I don't remember what I'm going to say all the way, I know this like the back. I know this so well, and I'm just trying to like convince myself that I know this so well because like I'm so scared.
I mean, you do.
Like I'm kind of
I don't think
scared.
it takes much convincing.
Yeah, I know. This is like especially like the bit like you know like the Call of Duty League and stuff like that, but the business side of gaming like that's my shit. That's my like
Yeah,
bread and butter. Like why I came to college. I just need to remind myself of that.
true.
Um, but I am going to. I don't have anything else to talk about if you don't.
I mean, all I can say is I'm extremely excited for XDefiant,
Me too.
and I am intrigued to. I'm intrigued to again hear your thoughts on the game after a whole lot more time put in
Oh
it,
yeah, me too.
because I remember last time was the first time you'd played it, and you were like, "Oh my god, this
Yeah,
game's great."
and I only played it for like 6 hours. So, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the Climb Together podcast. This has been episode number 75. Appreciate you guys being here either in person or watching on YouTube later on. We stream this live every Wednesday, 12 p.m. EST, unless something changes like today. So make sure you guys tune in for that and pop a follow. But yeah, thank you guys, everyone, for being here. I really appreciate it. Um, Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, do all that fun stuff. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.